There. Okay, so this one is all about irregular verbs. Okay, so all of these are the kind of verbs that you don't like. Okay. Correct, because they're irregular. They don't. There's something about them that changes in all of these verbs.
Oh, I thought you said like we not gonna like them. I was like, but
I did.
That makes sense. That makes sense. All right.
All right. So anyway, stem changing verbs. So stem changing is when you have the original form of the verb, so like essen, and you get rid of that en, and then you have. Don't be writing right now. Okay? Pay attention right now. When you take off the en, and then the do and the erzs form, something about them changes, and that part when you get rid of the en, that's the stem of the verb. Okay? So like laufen, you get rid of the en. Lauf is the stem of the verb. Or kaufen, kauf is the stem of the verb. Gehen, geh is the stem of the verb. Okay? So do you understand what the stem of the verb means? Okay. So these are all stem changing, so they're all irregular. So there are some patterns to it. So certain things that you can kind of look for to figure out how it's going to change if it's irregular. Okay, so that's what today is kind of about. Okay, so several of them change from E to an I. Okay, so that's what the first slide is about. Okay, or from A to A with umlauts. Okay, so remember, the biggest thing is that Oklahoma is okay. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that when you have your verb T, the ich, and on the right side, wir, ihr, sie, and sie, so the Oklahoma shape, those are normal. So it's just the do and the ear forms. Okay. So, for essen, the E is going to change to the I. So down here we've got ich esse ein Haus. What does that mean? I'm eating a house. Okay? They're dinosaur monstery things. Okay? So, ich is part of the Oklahoma okay, so nothing weird about it. It takes the normal ending. Okay? But on the right side we've got du isst die Garage. What does that mean? You're eating the garage. So because it's du, and du and erzs are the ones that change, that E changed to an I. Okay? With me so far? Mm-hmm. All right, if you want to jot down those sentences, now is your time to do that. Moving on. Okay. So along the left there, it's kind of cut off from the thing, but it says, Sie essen Häuser. What does that mean? They are eating houses. Yeah, it could have been you formal too, but odds are good you're not talking to the dinosaur monster thing using formal. All right, so they are eating houses. How could you tell that it wasn't she? Beginning sentence would have been capitalized regardless. Because it's essen instead of ist. Yeah, so the verb conjugation is how you can tell. Okay. What about off to the right side? Isst mehr Häuser. What does that mean? He eats more houses. Okay. So this slide is about pointing out the difference between the they form and the erzs form. Okay. Okay. Next one. This goofy guy. What does geben mean? To give. Yeah, what about nehmen? To take. Yeah, really. Okay. So in both of these cases, you take the E, and that E is going to change to an I as well. Okay, so just like with essen. Okay. With nehmen, though, it gets rid of that H and replaces it with another M. Okay, so there's a pretty major stem change on that one. Okay. What does nimmst du die Gurke mean? Yeah. Do you take this pickle? Or will you take this pickle? Okay. Are you taking this pickle? It means all of those. Okay. What about on the right side? Gibt dir eine Gurke. What does that mean? He is giving you the pickle. Okay. So you can see the vowel changes. Okay. So nehmen and geben are two very, very common verbs that you'll need to get to know pretty well. Okay. Sprechen. You've seen before. What does that mean? To speak. Yep. So spricht am Telefon. So you've got an E changing to an I again. What does that one mean? Richtig. He is speaking on the telephone, or he speaks on the telephone. Okay. Okay, you will also have some verbs that change from E to an IE. So what does sehen mean? To see. What about lesen? To read. Good. Okay, so liest im Buch. What does that mean? He is reading in. Yeah, and im means in the. So he is reading in the book. Okay. If it was he is reading a book, it'd be ein Buch. Yeah. What about sieht durch die Tür? He looks or sees through the door. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So A is very common to take the A umlauts. Okay. So Sie fahren mit dem Auto. What does that mean?
She's driving the car.
Is it she?
She's not driving.
They. Why is it not she?
Because she's in the passenger side.
It's not because she's in the passenger side. En ending, yeah. It had to have been the T ending if it was going to be she. So again, you got to look at the end of that verb to tell. Mit dem Auto means by car. Literally with the car, right? But they say they drive by car or with the car, yeah? Okay, so Sie fahren mit dem Auto. They are driving by car. Okay? But then for the er, sie, es, and du forms, you add umlauts to the A. So now we've got fährt nicht mit. What do you think that means? He's not driving with. Yeah, he got ditched. Okay. Well, he looks sad. Okay. What about fährst du mit? What is that? Are you driving with? Okay. All right. So here's another example of the A taking umlauts. Okay. So laufen. What does laufen mean? Walk and run. Frequently used as run. Okay. But it is used for both. Okay. So in this case, läuft langsam. He's walking slowly. Mm-hmm.
He's running slowly.
I run slowly. Okay. My run is about as fast as my speed walk, so yes, I run slowly. Okay?
Wait, what? Your run is as fast as your speed walk.
Yeah, if I walk quickly, it's about the same pace as me, like, legitimately attempting to run. It's not fast. Okay. So, what about the other one? Läuft schnell. What's that mean?
He walks quickly.
He walks faster quickly, or he's running quickly faster. Yeah? Alright, so these are the irregular verbs. Hold on. They are categorized for you. Put the note at the bottom. It has how it changes in the do and as-yes form. Okay, so A to A umlauts. So laufen, fahren, gefallen. You've seen that one? That one you had last year. What does gefallen mean? Remember, it's the you like something, it pleases you. Huh? And then we've got geben, nehmen, sprechen, and essen. Under the E changing to the I. And under the E changing to IE, you've got lesen and sehen. Okay? So you'll notice whatever the vowel changes or the stem changes in do, it's the same for the as-yes. Your ending will be different still. Okay? So it'll still be the ST for the do or the T for the as-yes. Okay? But you can write these down into your verb T's. Okay? And then you should be able to fill in the ich, wir, ihr, sie, and sie on your verb T's as well, because those follow the normal patterns. Okay? Yep.